This training is all about creating and deploying a Black Friday special. Now, if you have never created one, or you have in the past, Black Friday sales, promotions, whatever you want to call it, are wonderful just because people tend to be in a bit of a buying spree at that time of year. So you might as well be one of the options that they might consider. Um, Next, what I'll do is I'll lay out essentially 5 steps on how to create the offer and then promote it. Obviously, there's going to be nuance, and you need to, determine what makes the most sense financially or client or enrollment wise for your own personal business. But I'll give you some tips on how to, proceed with creating one. First things first, we want to just define this Black Friday offer, okay? What do I mean by that? Well, there's some basic premises you have to think about. Do you want to, provide a discount or bonuses or a deal on a package? It doesn't matter really what you choose, but just being clear on what it is that you want to provide. So, for example, the best thing I can say that works for most people very well is focusing more on bonuses, especially if the bonus doesn't cost you anything. The downside of discounts are if you're busy, it's not going to be beneficial because you're essentially giving away money you would have otherwise earned. So, a discount can be okay if you, for example, want to sell a lot in a short period of time, or if it's a product. So if you have a product that you can, sell a lot more of and make additional revenue, fine. But service-wise, it's not great to discount services unless there's some way that you can, scale it. And what I mean by that is like provide the service with less of you. So, that's where with a service-based business like dog training or pet sitting or dog boarding, it's can be very much better to offer a bonus versus a discount. So what could, one example of a bonus might be, or let's just say a dog daycare or boarding is, like buy 10 nights or days, get 2 free. Now, once again, this makes a lot of sense if you have space. If you have space in your daycare regularly, or you have a lot of kennel space additional, it does not make sense if you're full. So, if you're paying someone to be there anyways and you're not full, this is a wonderful, bonus that you can offer that is really beneficial to get an influx of revenue in a very short period of time. So, it can be really positive. Obviously, depending on if you're a pet sitter or a groomer or et cetera, a bonus might be for those types of businesses is maybe, let's say, you know, an upgrade to, uh, let's say someone just comes in for a basic bath. Well, maybe you give them a bonus of a nail trim and paw trim kind of cleanup. Like that could be a bonus. It might take you a bit of extra time, but not lots necessarily, maybe 2 to 3, 5 minutes on top of it. So it can be a way that people might want to buy, right? An example of a bonus for a groomer, a different one could be like buy prepay for 4 grooms, get your fifth free. But like I said, it doesn't make sense if you don't need any capital infusion for like bills coming up or maybe a new tub or some kind of capital investment, because essentially what you're doing is giving that one away for free. So it really depends. Promos are only as good as depending on if they're going to help you achieve your goal. So you got to be clear on what you want your goal to be. So for example, as a dog trainer, a few years back, we did one for like buy 1 group class, get 10% off, buy 2 group classes, get 20% off. And the reason why I wanted to do that around that time of year is because enrollment was typically slow. So if I got people to prepay, I could boost up my revenue for group classes, even though they weren't going to take the class right away, but I would get a bit of a return on that. And I was okay with offering the discount because it gave me, an extra 45 days to broaden my marketing to get more people to come in. So it really wasn't like too much of a giveaway for me, but was very positive for, the audience. The second component of this is a time limit. Okay, so with time limit, there's really kind of like two things that we can think about. Um, is urgency and scarcity. So urgency is going to be basically the time limit. Let's say it's a 72-hour sale. Scarcity is a number of available. Okay. So if you use both of these, you don't have to use both. You can really just focus on one. But if you were to use both of these, it works like even more effectively because there's pressure on all sides for people to just to make a decision. So for example, let's say 5 available or 10 or whatever it is. Okay. So for example, if you're doing boarding, buy 10, get 2 free, well, you might not want to give too many free nights. So you're like, I'm just going to do 5 or 10, whatever the math is that you want as far as generating sales. And then you sell that many, but you let people know. So you let people know in, however you're going to deliver the message to them. And especially if you're doing it on Facebook, for example, let's pretend you have a Facebook post that says, hey, 72-hour Black Friday promo, buy 10 boarding nights, get 2 free for the next 72 hours, only 5 available. And then when people start like wanting more information and you sell them, then in the comments you put like 4. And then when you sell another one, 3. And that applies additional pressure that you're probably going to sell out before the 72 hours elapses. So people should jump on and try to get one while they're still available. Okay. Now the third piece is make it exclusive. This one, it just depends on how large your audience is. If you don't have a very big audience, it's going to be harder to make it exclusive. But for instance, a way to make it exclusive is like, it's only on this day. Let's just say it's a one-time sale or one per family. You don't have to do that. Sometimes if you're selling the daycare passes, buy 10, get 2 free or boarding, some families want to buy a few and you're okay with that. So it's up to you. You don't have to do this. Another way to make it exclusive is just, for example, for loyal clients. It's only for loyal clients, and you can define what that means. Because lots of businesses have promotions for new clients, but then they don't have promotions for their existing clients, which sometimes bothers them. So if you do this for loyal clients, people get really excited. How you define loyal is up to you. Maybe it's certain clients that are in certain services. So let's pretend you did a subscription daycare, or you had a subscription dog walking service, or you had a subscription pet setting service, whatever. Those clients might be accessible to get the, buy 10 visits, prepay for 10 visits, get 2 free or whatever kind of thing. Third piece about it is promoting it. Okay. So where are you going to share it? Well, basically everywhere would be my recommendation. Now, everywhere you have a platform. So let's say that's email. It might even be text as well. So you text your favorite clients. Honestly, one really great strategy is text your clients before the sale goes live and pre-offer it to them, your favorite clients. And then, you might be able to even sell out before you were going to go live. But it also feels really nice for you to reach out directly to your favorite clients and offer them the promo before it's even live. It feels that really reinforces the loyal clients and makes it more exclusive. But in any event, so post it everywhere: email, text, let's say Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, like wherever you are, you would want to share this. So that's next. Now, what you can also do is, for instance, give them a heads up through email. Hey, we've got this sale coming on this day from here to here. Just as a heads up, we'll remind you and send you another email the morning of, so you can sign up if this is really interesting to you, or reply to this email so we can put you on the contact list the morning of, so you can get first option. Kind of like how concert tickets go on sale with pre-sale. That kind of a premise. Where you'll actually just, like, if they reply to you, they're going to be first on the contact list to get access to one. So that's that. Email them a bit of a heads up. And then what you can also do with like something like Facebook or Instagram is, mention the promotion before it's live too. It's kind of similarly as you would an email, and then go live with it as well there. Last piece of it can be is, somewhat of a referral incentive. So with a referral incentive, it might just be like that's not all these things can go together. Okay. So you have to kind of use your judgment, because you can't necessarily have a new client referral if your loyal client refers their new friend, that their new friend gets the discount if you're only offering it to loyal clients. But like for example, something like maybe a discount or a bonus that is not only for loyal clients, but maybe it's a one-time sale or one per family. Well, that one you could offer a referral. So, what that might look like is, hey, refer your friend to our grooming facility, and you get $10 off your next grooming visit. So let's say $10 off by referring a friend. So the benefit of that is, it might cost you $10 off your next groom, but if their friend had never worked with you before yet, the lifetime value of a client, if you did a good job grooming that dog, could be really high, and it would be really worth your while to, give them the $10 off. In any event, that's kind of some general premises on how you can design this kind of an offer. What I can also do is provide you with ideas for kind of each different industry for dog training, daycare, boarding, etc. So I'll maybe just go through some of these examples really quickly. For dog training, I already mentioned one, which is like, hey, buy one group class in this time frame, get 10% off. Buy two, get 20% off of each one. That can be one. But like I said, if your group classes are often quite full, not necessarily something you would want to actually provide, and you might want to skip this. Another one might be, for example, if you have training programs or packages, is in the name of bonuses, is you might give, your 5 packs, they get a sixth session for free. Buy a 5 pack, get the sixth one for free. Or a different bonus might be like maybe you give them a free mini virtual course with your package or program that they otherwise wouldn't have gotten. So let's just pretend like you can do anything with this basically, but let's pretend you had 4 session program for, you know, building confidence around strangers. Well, you could also give them a free 6 week, like whatever you had, online training class for nose work if you had access to that, or some other thing that they just get as a bonus for signing up and taking the jump right now. Because some people really just need a slight little reason to go over the other side of the fence to hire you. So, with that in mind, these promos are really just to help push over those people that are kind of on the cusp of doing it anyways, or that we're going to do it in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks from now, or who intended to. So that's another example for your dog training. Okay. I already shared an example for daycare, which is buy 10, get 2 days for free. Another bonus might be, hey, if you buy a 10 pack of doggy daycare right now, we're going to upgrade your dog's daycare to our VIP daycare, which includes lick mat and extra play, as well as a nail trim, like whatever it is that you want to do. But that could be an example where if you had a VIP daycare or daycare plus or something like that, where they get a free upgrade if they buy this package and invest in it right now. For boarding, same type of deal. Buy 10, get 2 for free is always nice. Once again, if you had a VIP boarding package, you could provide that as a free upgrade once if they book 3 or more nights in this time frame and prepay. Another thing you could do is, get a free night's boarding stay if you refer a friend who books, and both clients get a free night. That's a fun one too. So, hey, refer a friend and you get a free night, and so do they. Um, let's see, pet sitting. Well, pet sitting, it could be similar, right? Buy X amount, get how many ever free. Um, Or you could upsell them too, not upsell, but offer like the VIP status where maybe you, if you were to do this, you throw in a nail trim for that particular however many once or twice per month for those prepaid visits. And then grooming, like we said, it could be, you do a basic kind of grooming package and then you bonus out, say, nail color or a nail trim or paw, cleanup or sanitary area if you're just giving them a bath. So just think about, hey, giving them an extra bonus or two, and then the referral bonus as well. So that should give you some ideas on how you could design a Black Friday promo, how to package it, and then how to position and promote it to your existing audience. By all means, if you have any questions about anything I went over or want any feedback or want to like post, toss some ideas at me, feel free to just simply reply in the comments of this video and we can talk about it.